Hello and welcome to Rarely Rad, episode 26. Haley and Iz are in the house. And I have to say, something I've been real confused about this week is this mindful and demure shit.
Demure.
Demure. What the fuck does that word mean?
I don't know, but I kind of figured out like what the vibe is of it. It's like short nails because it's like peaceful and not like aggressive, I guess. Like clean girl makeup, like oh, it's demure because it's like subtle. Basically, it's subtle.
Okay. Yeah, I've been seeing that everywhere and everyone's just like mindful, demure. And I'm like,
Yeah,
I, English, please. I don't know what
yeah,
that word means.
yeah. First I like Googled it. I can't remember if something came up or not, but then I think I just like scrolled through TikTok and like looked more, and then like it kind of
I think it also means, and you might have said this, like peaceful.
yeah.
Like soft. Like,
Yeah, it's like soft girl, gentle, respectful, like
okay, well, let me say,
yeah.
no wonder I don't know this word because I'm not demure.
Okay, I saw this girl, she's like, "My nails are demure," and I was like, "I do demure nails because like, I keep them short and, like, squarish." You know how a lot of people will do, like, almond. That's
Yeah.
not demure because it's more aggressive.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
No, my personality is 0% demure.
yeah, I don't know about look, it doesn't even look like I have blonde hair anymore. Somebody was
Yeah.
like, "I really like your ombre." I was like,
Someone
"Thanks."
told you that?
Yeah,
Oof. Are you
I
gonna get
know.
your hair done soon?
I have a appointment when I go back to Charlotte.
Oh, okay. I mean,
Yeah.
I constantly get compliments on my gray hair, and I
Part of
don't really
me
know how to act these days with it.
I think I might just honestly let it grow out. Like, not, like, let it grow out, but I think I'm gonna like, make it just because you know what's demure? Probably going back to your natural hair color.
Yeah, that's the
That's
only thing
probably
demure
demure.
about me.
Yeah, and so I think and it's less maintenance. I don't wanna have to it's hard to find a hairdresser in general. The city's so friggin' big, I don't even know where to start. Blondes aren't easy, even though everybody's like, "Oh, blonde." It's hard to find somebody that's actually good at doing blondes.
I honestly, you have to find specialists for everything because I think it's hard to find someone that does brunettes too and like knows how
Yeah,
to make that dimensional look and everything. It's why we pay a hairstylist a fucking arm and a leg. I'd make more money if I did hair, which is crazy. And I told my parents in high school that I wanted to go to hair school, and they're like, "No, you're going to go to real college." I'd be making more money if I went to hair school right now, but here I am with a 9 to 5, but not 9 to 5.
yeah, and you're like, what, 10 to 3?
On Mondays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, we're 10 to 3.
I'm like 9 to 6:30 these days.
I hate it here. I'm so over. One day I looked at my coworker and I was like, I'm not meant to work. I should be outside drinking a margarita, tanning, eating chips and queso.
I'll say though, I feel like I'm the only person that, like, actually enjoys working.
I don't mind working, but there's other things I would rather be doing.
Oh, for sure, I just feel like and I'll be like, "Oh, if I won the lottery," like, I don't probably wouldn't quit my job because, like, all my friends are working, like, what am I gonna do, just sit here? Like,
Dude,
yeah,
that
I'd
was
probably
me.
hire a personal trainer and, like, travel a lot, but, like, I work remote, they don't care what I'm doing.
That was me yesterday. I literally so, like, Fridays, we work from home, and right now we're just dead, and I then travel for work on Monday, so, like, there's just not a whole lot going on. I was just, like, laying around, and I was like, "People wanna go, like, to brunch right now?" Like,
Right.
what it was a Friday, but I was just like, "What are we" like, I'm just sitting here. I'm kinda want something to do, and then because yesterday kind of felt like a Saturday, I woke up this morning, and I was like, "Is it Sunday? Like, since I'm waking up early, should I like go to church?" And then I was like, no,
Yeah.
it's Saturday.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I wouldn't end up quitting my job. I would like I would because I'd just be bored.
I would need something to do, even if it's like a hobby job.
Yeah, but I can't think of anything that I really like, I'm not gonna go volunteer. That I don't like
Yeah, but
doing
like
that.
I was working and not for the money. I'd probably like work at a boutique 2 days a week, probably the morning shift. So I'd work there from 10 to 4, just help style people and put clothes on. It's like people that like making coffee, they probably go work in a little coffee shop.
Yeah, I just don't really have anything that I could, like, think of that I would enjoy doing.
A bartender.
Yeah, no, I don't wanna go back to the service industry. I don't have anything. I guess I'll just keep on with my 9 to 6:30.
What a sad life.
I know, but I mean, I don't have any hobbies. Like, I keep thinking of trying to things I would, like, do. My hobby is traveling, and that's an expensive hobby, so it's kind of limited.
Yeah.
If I was a
No,
millionaire, I would travel all the time, but
I think I would end up making, like, an Etsy shop, doing something artistic. Whether I'm making, like, charm necklaces or painting tote bags, or, like, last year, we did a little painting doormats party, and,
yeah,
like, mine looks like something that you could buy on Etsy. So I'm like, that I think that's the route I would take, is just starting a little store like that, and that's not hard. My old roommate started a sticker shop on
you
Etsy, and she
should just do it. Why don't you do it now?
I've thought about it, it's just doing it, and in the end, so for me, and it's what happened to my old roommate, so she started the sticker shop. So stickers are kind of interesting because, like, yeah, you just make them and then you print them out, and then they're super fucking easy to ship because you just put them in an envelope, they don't weigh anything, they just need a stamp. Doormats and stuff, a little bit harder, you need boxes, you need to actually, like, go ship them. They're heavy, whatever, and obviously the customer pays for it, but still, it's like a task in itself. The issue that she ended up having is, like, she was doing custom stickers too. So she did a lot of custom dogs. People would send in their photos of their dogs. And honestly, I helped her draw them too. Like, we just draw them on the iPad, print them out, and send them to these people that bought them. But then she started getting backed up. And so then it started to become not fun. It was like a task. Oh,
Yeah.
no, I need to sit down and, like, draw these dogs and do this and whatever, and, like, get out my orders, which is exciting. But I think that's the issue of things like that, because they can quickly go from fun hobby to, like, job.
Yeah. Well, you've been thinking about how to make things more bands. Maybe it would be a good idea.
Yeah. On Amazon Prime Day, I bought 7 or maybe 10 tote bags that, like, I've been sitting there waiting to paint, and I have ideas of, like, what I wanna paint on them, and I just haven't done it yet.
Mhm.
Literally this yesterday, I was like, "Do I just return these bags?" I was
Maybe.
like, "Keep them." Well, because I started thinking, like, and again, I would love the, like, painting of them and stuff, and they're actually useful, but I was like, "When am I gonna use these bags?"
Tote bags are so I mean, I don't know, the grocery store, like,
And that's the thing, is I was, like, looking at it, so then I'm like, "Okay, when am I gonna use these bags?" So I was like, Pinterest. I went on and I was like, "Tote bag outfit," because, you'll see the outfit, and it's the girl in the grocery store that has, like, a bouquet of flowers sticking out of them and stuff, and I was like, "That's not me." I go to Aldi, I bring my 2 Aldi bags, I buy my shit, and I leave. Now, like, maybe if I was in New York and I was just buying, like, a few things here and there or something, yeah, but, like, that's not the life I live. So then I'm not gonna be walking down the damn belt line with this tote bag.
Yeah, and it's
So,
like I feel like tote bags, like, you could wear them, like, to school, but you don't go to school.
yeah.
Make it like your gym bag, but then it's like, "Okay, I already have a gym bag, like, I'm just making this out of but doing this for the sake of doing it now."
Yeah, exactly. And so, yeah, that's where I'm at, and I'm kind of stuck with these tote bags. I'm like, "Whatever, we'll figure it out." But
Yeah.
maybe I'll just paint them for fun, I don't know.
Could be like a cute birthday gift for somebody.
I know, I just get so, like, OCD about things where, like, I need them to be perfect. I
Yeah,
really probably should just, like, start making more art for my, like, little wall back here, because
yeah.
then, like, it's mine, it has a use, it's gonna go on this wall, and that's that, because these tote bags are starting to stress me out. And then I even searched small little purses, like, if they made, like, a little canvas little purse, like, with a zipper or something, I was like, "Oh, I could just paint one of those. That could be
Yeah,
so
that'd
fun
be
and
really
cute."
cute.
I can't find one. I
Interesting.
can't find, well, I was looking on Amazon, so, like,
Oh,
not
yeah, I would say
crazy,
they're pretty.
but, like, I wanted, like, a little tiny tote with a zipper, like, that almost looks like a purse,
Yeah.
a canvas purse that I could paint, and I just couldn't find one, so maybe I'll do some more research on that, and then, like, I can put, like, little tiny designs on that, and I think that could be cute.
Do you consider yourself so how many types are there, personality types? There's, like, type A, type B. Are there more than that?
I don't think so.
I do you consider yourself type A?
I'm type A, I would consider you type B.
I am so type B.
Yeah.
Like, I didn't know this because I was like, "What is it, like, Z maybe for me?" I don't even know. And it was like I came across TikToks of type B girls, and it was, "Oh, lost my credit card." They're like, "What?" And they're like, "Yeah, just lost my credit card, also cut my own hair." Like, I don't know, I just felt like it. Literally me.
I think I watched that same exact TikTok, and it was like, hanging out with your type B friends, and it was her just, like, saying things, and I was like, "This is Isabel."
Yeah, it was I was like, "Wow." Like, they're like, "Yeah, I don't know, couldn't find, like, my driver's license." So I brought my passport, I was like, literally me, like, lost my entire purse yesterday. Hopefully, I left it at the restaurant. I need to go and find out. I wasn't even drunk.
I know that, I was just about to say you weren't even drunk.
I'd
How
had
do you
1
do this
drink.
stuff?
I don't know, that's the thing is like, what how it's not even funny at this point. What am I doing? Am I just careless or just
You're in your own world.
I'm in my own world. I was also just, like, annoyed because my boyfriend was, like, super drunk, and I was, like, trying to get him like, I was like, "I gotta get out of here," like, because we were just going home at this point. So I think I must have just stood up and been like, "Let's" gathering him together and not because I can only
Maybe
focus on myself.
this was karma because you were in like rage mode and you were just, we have to leave. Like, I'm not dealing with you anymore. And because you were so angry, you left your own thing. And so karma's
But
like,
that was a different restaurant.
you whore.
It was a different restaurant because we sat down, did, like, a little happy hour, and by happy hour, I mean, I took his drink, so I was like, "I'm not fucking dealing with you right now."
This is my happy hour. I get multiple
Yeah.
drinks.
I was like, I only had one drink. That was that one the only drink I had all night. And I was like, I'm fucking over this. I'm fucking over this.
Yeah, I've actually been really, really, really good because month of July, I don't know how, but like I just blew up like a balloon and could not lose weight. And nothing was fitting. It was all after the Charlotte weekend. And then I was just, I want to say downhill, but then that might mean I'm losing weight. I was just going uphill in the weight category. So I was like, okay, I kind of need to like start actually getting my shit together. So last weekend I was really good. I only drank Saturday. I was like pulling this together. And then I was rad literally Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday last
That's
week.
amazing.
That never happens, especially to be at home in Atlanta, to be rad that many days. Insane. I was like, who is she? Built different. Then last night I was like, okay, I kind of want to go out and get dinner or something. Like I'm kind of tired of eating my healthy food and staying at home. And so I went and got Mexican and they had already ordered their first drinks. And I was like, I hadn't decided yet if I wanted a drink or not. And this place has really good pineapple infused tequila. So I was like, oh, let me just get a shot of that. So I got that and I kind of sipped on that. And then I didn't get any other drinks there. And then we went to a bar called Little Spirit that like always has fun little drinks and like cocktails and stuff. And so I got a drink there. And I was like, so well behaved. Who is she?
I will say thank God I packed my passport to New York because otherwise I don't know how I'd survive. I couldn't even get back to Charlotte.
Thank God
And
you
this is
still
my
have your passport.
yeah, because I don't bring it anywhere. I keep it in a box. But I'm also thinking about this now, like, I have to get my card shipped somewhere. It's a whole debacle to get it shipped to a new address. They make it like, "Show me your driver's license." Don't have that.
No, it actually shouldn't be all that hard. And usually since your home address on your card is probably not where you're currently living, you are technically traveling, so they should be able to get you one within like a day.
Really?
Yeah, because my addresses for the longest time, I kept them my parents' address since like I lived in apartments in Atlanta, so I've moved every year, and I was like, I don't want to change this address every fucking year. That's annoying. And so, since if I ever lost it, I'd have to ship it obviously to Atlanta because that's where I lived, but that's not the home address they had. So they always saw it as vacation. So I'd get a card literally within a day or two.
Oh my god, it'd be great if it's here on Monday 'cause tomorrow's Sunday, so I don't see that happening.
Yeah, it should happen very, very, very quickly. You also have Apple Pay though.
Yeah, so, like, thank God for that, and I've never lost my phone. I just went to knock on wood 'cause I was like, not I've somehow never managed to lose my phone. But the thing is even on Friday, because I had, like, a work event, my coworker's like, "You just put your cards in your pocket?" She's like, "Mine always fall out," and I was like, "Yeah, no, mine too, that's why I lose them all the time." And then, like, I stood up, I was like, "Oh, my card," and then I was like, "Oops, thank God I stood up and looked."
I think that happened to me in Charlotte. It happened to me fairly recently. It might have even been more recent than when I was in Charlotte, where it was at pickleball like 2 weeks ago. We changed courts, and so we just like kind of grabbed our stuff and moved. We were playing on the new court, and then like the ball went over one area, so I went to go grab it. And as I'm walking to grab it, I see a credit card on the ground. I'm like, "Whose is this? Mine." I was like, "Oh wow, good thing I saw that." Like, let me go make sure my ID didn't fall out too. Oops. At least it's all replaceable though.
That's yeah, I'm just gonna have my driver's license shipped to my parents' house because 'cause I'm going down there in September. In, like, what, 2 weeks? 3 weeks?
Yeah, I would see what the difference is though to ship it up to you or ship it to.
It takes, like, 3 weeks to ship anyway because they have to, like,
Oh,
print everything, so it's, like, on knowing my luck, they'll ship it to my parents, and it's, like, after I've like, it I'm, like, gone.
yeah, literally you'll Maybe ship it to your friend's house where you're staying.
Yeah, well, I have to drop Aria off at my parents'.
Oh, so makes sense. Speaking of like when you were like, I've never lost my phone though. Rush talks going on. And there's this one girl, Kylan. Kylan was
I
so
know
like we're
Kylan
yeah,
and
so
Izzy Darnell.
yeah. So
Yeah.
I want to say like kind of like we're in Rush Talk season 4. She was Rush Talk season 2, kind of. And so she's now a sophomore or maybe a junior. She's a junior now.
Does she
And
live at home? I'm, like, confused on that 'cause she's always at home.
no, no, only during the summer and stuff, which is probably when you must see her stuff. No, so freshman year, I don't know where because she's from Ohio. So like, and she goes to Alabama. So she literally could not live at home.
They
And then
moved.
oh, she still talks about Ohio though, but I don't know. I know sophomore year she lived in the house, and then junior year this year she has an apartment. And because she's decorated it differently because she wants to be grown up, and so she banned pink from her whole room. But she this past week has been rush week, and so obviously she needs her phone because this is like the busiest time of year for her because that's where she got her start. And she was making a like TikTok or something, and somehow she cracked the like camera on her phone. And so of course she was like, holy shit, like I gotta go get a new phone. So she left Rush early that day and went to the Apple store to get a new phone, and she did like a shopping haul. And so like, I don't know, most people, us, if like I had to get a new phone, it'd be like, one, I don't think I'd get a new phone immediately if my camera broke. That fucking
No.
sucks, but like it is what it is. Granted, it is, I don't want to say career since she's still in college, but like it is her career. She's making
Yeah,
a lot of money for
but
her
you could
phone.
do it on your iPad.
It's different though. Like even my brother,
Oh, 'cause you can't really travel with it.
yeah, got a new phone, like so he has a better camera for his footage and stuff. So she goes and she's like, so like shopping haul, because we had to go get a new phone. She's like, this is my new phone, blah blah blah. And then I also got a new MacBook. I
Nice.
also got Apple Home thing, so she can be like, "Hey Siri," kind of like the Amazon ones. And then I think that was all she got from the Apple store. And then she's like, and then at Sephora, I got this and at like Crate and Barrel and at this and that and this and that and this and that. And I was just all because she needed a new phone.
Dude, they're so rich. I'm like, I wanna know what they do. I know they live on, like, a farm and stuff.
Yeah, she's from the middle of nowhere, Ohio. But yeah, it was just so funny. And I, of course, was reading the comments, and someone commented and was like, "This whole video just made me feel poor." Like,
Yeah, I don't know what they do. So is Izzy going off to college next year?
I don't
'Cause
know
she had
exactly.
that prom she went viral with that prom video where she, like, fell in the pool. That's how she went viral.
Well, yeah. And did you know that was Kylan's dress?
Yeah, so that became, like, a whole thing.
Yeah, because they didn't even tell Kylan that she was wearing the dress. And then she saw that. And then the next dress they put on was another one of Kylan's, and they like cut it to fit
Yeah,
her. And Kylan was kind of like, what the fuck? Which honestly, I would be too.
yeah.
In the end of the day, though, your parents can buy you a new dress. So you'll be
I
okay.
mean,
But
clearly.
those are like custom dresses. Like, I mean, I get it. Like, I would probably be frustrated too. When I saw that video, I was like, oh my God. And then other Rush Talk news, Bama Morgan, she was famous last year. She went through recruitment. I mean, obviously at Bama, because she's known as Bama Morgan. She went through recruitment last year, and she was like, she got dropped from all the sororities because like she just didn't care. And she even would like kind of talk about like, I don't fucking care about that. In a way, like she was mispronouncing sororities and stuff. And so it's bad, but like you have to show that you care a little bit. Like this is a big
Yeah,
deal, like to get allowed into a sisterhood. Like you need to show a little bit of care. And so she ended up getting fully dropped last year. And so then she wanted to do it again this year. So she's rushed this year as a sophomore. And you can tell, like, even for, like differences of her outfits and her hair and makeup and stuff, that she's just trying more. And she like really wants to join a sisterhood. And everyone was kind of talking about it and was like, I don't know how this looks. Like, if she wasn't good enough last year, what makes her good enough this year to join? Like, yeah, she cares more. She's still her person, like who she is. So whatever. And she ended up getting dropped from all the houses again this year.
I know after you texted me she got dropped, she was, like, the first person to pop up on my, TikTok. So and then
Yeah.
somebody was like, "Bama Morgan blacklisted." I was like, "Mm."
Yeah. Now she's going to, I think they call it COD, and I think we called it COB, where it's like continuous bidding. Maybe they do call it COB. And I'm just thinking called like Call of Duty. But you can still get a bid
Yeah, I saw
even
that.
if you're dropped from recruitment. So I think she's trying to go through that and still get a bid from someone. But I guess we'll see. I think bid day, I think yesterday might have been pref. Today might be bid day, or today might be pref and tomorrow's bid day. We'll see. I'm excited. I've watched a lot of other girls. There's a really cute girl. I don't even know her name, but she's from Boston. And so she does like Boston to Bama. And she's like so cute. And she's funny though, because like she's not used to Alabama.
South.
She's like,
Yeah.
there's these loud ass bugs going. And we're like, yep, those are cicadas.
Yeah.
And just like her little outfits, she pulls off the little Southern charm look, but she's been really cute. And everyone thinks she'll join, I want to say Pi-Fi, which is where a really famous girl last year joined, because they have like the same little personality where they're just like, hee, like,
yeah.
Yeah, they're Polly Pocket girls.
Oh, yeah. You know, one thing that I'm really tired of is people being like, "Oh, I can say this because I'm from here."
Yeah.
I'm, like, over that. I'm like, because I'm like, they'll, like, make a comment, and I'm like, "That's, like, not okay to say," and they're like, "Well, I'm from here, so it's okay." Just because you're from the South or whatever doesn't give you an excuse to not evolve as a human being. I don't get it. It drives me insane. I'm like, "What you're saying is wrong, though."
Yeah, and that's how people have their opinions and stuff too. And I think our generation's at that weird generational where like we know better.
Yeah.
I feel like our parents are that generation like where they kind of like grew up and like that's what they know from their parents. And there wasn't
So
really
I'm
like,
talking about people our age
yeah,
that
that's what I'm
have, like,
saying.
understanding that, like, we have to, like, we can't go around saying certain things
Yeah.
or
I
using
mean,
certain words.
I think it's very like it's a PC thing, and I think PC is for the first time like in our generation.
Yeah. So
It's
I don't give excuses to our parents because I'm like, you still gotta, like, kinda get with it, but also it's like, I understand
yeah,
that people our age, I'm like, "You have no excuse to, like, act this way because I
no,
don't think it's
none.
appropriate. We're way past this stage in our life. Also, just, like, if you can't learn to act a certain way, like, can you just not evolve as a human being? There's no growth. I don't like that. I don't like people that can't grow.
Yeah, I
I
mean,
don't wanna fucking date a cactus, be around cactuses. I wanna be around flowers.
flowers only, okay?
Yeah, flowers only. I don't wanna be around cacti.
Yeah,
I
I
hate
would
that shit.
agree. So many people are like stuck in their ways, and people do like to fall on it as an excuse, like, well, this is how I grew up. This is where I'm from.
Yeah, I just don't think that's a good enough excuse for me.
I would agree. I would 100% fully agree there.
I just don't get it.
I don't get most people in the end of the day.
So, one thing about New York is, like, they put a lot of ketchup on weird stuff.
I was talking to my parents because both my parents are from New York, and my mom's not really a ketchup girly either. And so I was like, "Yeah, Iz was brought like bacon, egg, and cheese with ketchup," and she was like so confused and was like, "Why would they put ketchup on this?" And I was like, "Yeah, that's what they do up there. Like that's normal." And my mom was like,
But every
"Oh
time
yeah,
I ordered
fucking."
one here, they've never that was the first time that's happened to me, and I've been to New York multiple times, always gotten a
But
bacon and cheese.
you've always ordered the other ones, right? This one someone else ordered for you.
Yeah, but I just say bacon, egg, and cheese.
Yeah,
It's
and
not like
that's
I'm, like,
yeah, but
saying
they
anything
like
else.
people up in New York, like they'll put ketchup on it.
But this person's from Charlotte that brought it to me. So that's why I was like, "What?" And then yesterday, also went down and got bagels, and I was like, "Can you tell them no ketchup?" And so they put hot sauce on instead, and then I was like, "I'm not gonna be this person, but I also am gonna be this person. I don't want any sauce on my bagels." So I had them go down and get me a new one, and they freaked out. Also,
I
it's like they
mean,
started
the hot
throwing
sauce kinda
stuff.
sounds good though.
I don't want any sauce on, like, I didn't order that.
Yeah.
I
I
also don't
mean,
really know if it was hot sauce or ketchup. That's the like, if it was hot sauce, then one thing, but I don't know for 100% that it was hot sauce. It was a reddish sauce that
I
looked like
was
ketchup.
I was gonna say they don't look alike.
Yeah, no, that's why I was like, maybe it's 'cause I was like, "Oh, I think it's hot sauce," and I was like, no." And then they
That's
got pissed off because I, like, asked for a new one. I was like, "Also, if I'm ordering something no ketchup, don't put ketchup on there. That's very normal for
well,
people to come back and return."
Did you send Austin down there to order it?
Yeah. Well, then I was like, "Did you specifically say no ketchup?" He's like, "Yeah, I did." And then I
So
opened
he
it. I was
might
like,
he
"This
might
one
be a
has
big
ketchup
liar.
on it." Yeah, yeah. He doesn't
That
listen, so
actually
he's not
might
gonna
fall on
listen.
him. And then that I
Yeah.
would, as a small little bodega order or owner, I probably would be annoyed too. Like, you didn't tell me this. I made you this, and now you're gonna tell me this isn't what you want. Well, this is what you ordered.
Well, I paid for the second one, so then I was like, "You really can't be mad about it."
Oh yeah, then yeah, you
Like,
can't.
I'm literally giving you your money, like,
But yeah, my mom was
sorry.
like, "Yeah, I don't really fuck with ketchup either," and my dad was like, "Oh my god, I can't have enough." And we were like, "Yeah." Like I
I
grew
can't
up
believe
like
that.
scrambled eggs, like he put ketchup on his plate and ate it.
I think that's decently common. I think that's, like, pretty common in England, the bagel ketchup thing, I mean, I don't eat ketchup to begin with, but that's the thing is, you know, it's funny, people will be like, "Oh, I don't want tomatoes on my burger." Like, "Oh, you don't like tomatoes?" "No, I don't like tomatoes." "Oh, but you probably like ketchup and marinara sauce." "No, bitch, I don't like those either. I'm a no tomato kinda gal."
It's funny that you even say that because when I brought this up to my mom, she was like, I was like, in the end of the day, like I'll never, if I order a burger and it comes with ketchup on it, I don't like, I'm not gonna be like, no ketchup on it. But if I order a burger and it doesn't come with ketchup on it, I'm not going to add ketchup to it. Like I'm fine
Yeah.
without it. And my mom was like, yeah, I'm the same way. And she was like, in the end of the day, though, I would much rather a tomato on it than ketchup on it. And I was like,
Well,
yeah, I
tomato
kind
I'll
of feel
take
the
the
same way.
tomato off, like, that's fine.
Yeah,
Ketchup, you can't take that off.
no,
They're
you
like, "Oh,
can't.
I'll scrape it off." I'm like, "Yeah, just scrape it off real quick and just leave the residue on there."
I'm a mayonnaise girl, and so I put mayonnaise on everything, and so people will judge me on that too. Like, I'll order like a wrap and tater tots, and I'm like, "Can I get a side of mayonnaise?" And whoever I'm with will always be like, "What do you need the mayonnaise for?" And I'm like, "My tater tots, so I can dip them." And they're like, "What the fuck
That's
is wrong with
actually
you?"
I think that's pretty common in Europe, like the
Mhm.
fries with mayo, because I was brought up to eat fries with
And that's
mayo.
exactly how I got into it, not traveling, but my best friend from college, she used to go to Europe a lot, and then one time she came back from Europe and, like, got a side of mayonnaise, and I was like, "Kinda weird, okay." And then and so I was around it a lot, and then I went to, like, I wanna say a restaurant in Atlanta, but it was, like, I was interning, and their french fries came with it on aioli, which is literally mayonnaise with fucking seasonings. Like,
Yeah.
you try to put a fancy word on that, no, it's mayonnaise. And I tried that and I was like, "Holy shit, this is good." And so then from then on, I was a mayonnaise girl. I love it. I could not eat it plain, but basically I could have a sandwich with like mayo on it and call it a day.
I wish I could rebrand myself the way mayo rebranded itself to aioli. Like, that is such an upgrade.
That's oh my god, you probably haven't seen this because you're not a sports girly. So the Tennessee Titans, that's Tennessee's football team. Their quarterback right now is promoting, I want to say Hellman's Mayo. Like he
Okay.
is their person. And not only is he promoting mayo, it's a mayo fragrance.
What?
Yes.
What does that even, like, smell like? Like, I can't imagine. Like, I know what mayo smells like, but the thought of, like, that as a smell is I can't think about it.
Yeah,
I don't
I
want
heard
to
it
think
on the
about it. It's literally
radio.
making the hairs on my arms stick up.
I
Oh, it
heard it on
makes me
the
so
radio, so I
uncomfortable.
don't know too much about it, and then I was talking to someone else about it, and apparently it's like a mayo coffee scent. I
I
don't know
don't
if
know if
that
that's
makes it
any
any
better.
better.
Yeah. I don't know if that's
Let
any better.
let me do some research real quick. Ma
Mayo coffee?
Tennessee Titans mayonnaise. Will Levi's debuts mayonnaise-inspired cologne.
Interesting.
Perfume de mayonnaise that sold out quickly Tuesday at the grand total of $8 a bottle, with another batch dropped Wednesday morning. A whiff of the samples, whatever his name is, offered up features of citrus and coffee notes.
Interesting.
He's making sure his teammates all get a bottle.
I would murder one of my teammates if they gave me that.
Yeah,
That's
just like
gross.
gross, random, like
There's some smells that don't need to be made perfumed out of, like gasoline. I kinda like the smell of gasoline sometimes. Doesn't need to be a perfume. New car probably doesn't need to be a perfume.
my favorite scent is the smell of grilling. Like the smell of like that. What am I gonna do with that? I can't smell like a grill.
Yeah,
Well,
nothing worse than when you have, like, that smell in your hair, especially after, like, bonfires.
Oh, and you can never get bonfire smell out of your hair. You have to wash your
It's
hair like
for
4 times.
yeah, it's you have to
I
deep
won't go to a
condition.
bonfire unless my hair's dirty.
Yeah, no, I went once when I just washed it, and I was like, I think it absorbed it even more.
It does. It 100% does. Granted, my hair is usually dirty, so we're usually good. But yeah, I don't want to. I love a bonfire. Sounds so fun. I don't wanna smell like it. And I wish there was something I could put on so I wouldn't absorb,
Yeah,
but
you kinda
we
have
do.
to go, like, wearing, like, dirty clothes almost,
Oh, yeah. I
'cause your
mean,
whole
literally,
room will smell.
remember my leather jacket that I had?
Oh, yeah.
And I couldn't even hang it back in my closet for months because it still smelled like a bonfire. And I was like, "I can't do this. It's disgusting. I'm not interested." It's kinda like mezcal too. I love mezcal tequila, but I always ask, "Is this drink going to taste like I'm near the bonfire or if I'm in the bonfire?" Because some of them literally it tastes like you're, like, eating the smoke of a bonfire, and I don't
Yeah,
want that.
yeah,
I want the bonfire to be over there.
in the abyss.
Yeah, and, like, I know it's there and some notes of smoky, but not full smoky. Not
Yeah,
in a
no, those are
firehouse.
I actually ordered a drink the other day, and I thought it was just tequila, it was like a margarita, but it was like a mezcal cucumber margarita, and I've
Was it
never had,
good?
like, a mezcal. A regular cucumber margarita is better, I would say, 'cause I like 'em spicy, and so it was spicy, but it was, like I think it was too smoky because it, like, burnt my throat.
Yeah, some of them are like that. I've learned with mezcal, now that I've tried a few different mezcal drinks, I like them usually if they, like, have grapefruit in them. Something about the grapefruit and the mezcal, I feel like balances it out really well for me, and that's when I want it.
I'll take your word for it, I don't drink Gatorade or not Gatorade, Great Sports.
Where's your brain? That was so random.
I don't know where that came from. No, I don't like grapefruit. I feel like espresso martinis, like, really became popular, like, a year and a half ago. Like, I feel like I hadn't really I think maybe 2 years ago now, but,
I was gonna
like, I
say,
feel
I
like
feel like it feels like it was, like, a year ago, but I feel like it was, like, 2021.
maybe it was 2021.
Because I'm thinking about it because, COVID. I don't think I ever had an espresso martini before COVID.
No, I don't think so. No, it must have been, like, 2021 then,
It
especially, like,
honestly,
hanging
what
out
probably
with other
happened is
people.
someone was home from COVID and they were just mixing shit up, and then they were like, "This shit's good." And so then once things started opening up, someone was like, "Look at this drink I made with coffee and vodka. Try it." And they were probably drinking it on their Zoom meetings during COVID, getting drunk and energized. And that's probably how the espresso martini was created. We probably have to thank COVID for it.
Maybe. I for some reason, I feel like it was a thing before, it just, like, didn't really become that popular.
I have no idea. Maybe.
I don't either.
What do I know? I know nothing.
Yeah, I know nothing about the coffee world.
I know nothing about anything in the end of the day. Oh my God. Okay. So this can be kind of talked about now because the girl's been found. But there was this girl that went to FSU. She's 27, so like maybe a year younger than me. Maybe she was a tryout and she's been missing. I don't know if you saw all this. It was everyone's posting it all over Facebook. Like she's been missing since she was missing for like 3 days. She's been found. She's safe. They haven't really released anything else. They brought her straight to the hospital, so I don't really know. But she said she's all good. Dude, they were posting, she's 27, and they're like, but she looks younger. And I was like, if I'm ever missing, they better be saying she looks younger than she is, though.
But she looks younger.
Yeah, and I was like, "Let me look at these photos of her," and she does look younger, but I was like, "Damn, what a slay."
See, but my thought is if somebody's saying, like, "Oh, she looks younger in a missing situation," people associate it like, "Oh, but, like, people might think she's a child," and it's, like, a
I mean,
weird
she's 27, she's clearly
child
not, like,
thing.
12 years old, like, but
Oh, I
she
didn't know if she
could
looked, like, 22 or something.
yeah, she could look like she's, like, early college grad. Yes, I would
I
but I
see
was like, "Damn, I want like, if I like, what if I'm missing and they say, 'But she's 28, but she looks older than her age.'"
but she looks older. She maybe they would because of your grades.
Right? That's what I'm saying. I'm like, "Holy shit." Here they are out here saying this girl, but she looks younger. I'm like,
Also, then I'd be like, "She was so sweet." I'd be, like, laughing. I'd be like, "That bitch is not sweet."
She weighs 120 pounds. I finally get found. I'm like, wow, they really bulked you up in there.
Yeah, 120-pound, great body, like, this is actually just an
Works out
advert for
all the
my
time.
like, all the time, like, sober for a year because she, like, just was being, like, really healthy, like, went and helped children out on her free time.
Like when I was kidnapped, I couldn't count my macros anymore, so I just got a little bit bigger.
The only person who gains weight during kidnapping.
They were just feeding me well, what can I say?
Yeah, actually wasn't even kidnapping at that point, like
I was like, that happened a few years ago. Remember that woman that was like lost and she was like kidnapped. I almost want to say it was in Atlanta, but I don't think it was. And they like found her car on the side of the road and like her wig was in there. She even called the cops on.
Oh, yeah.
It was like, "Someone's following me. I'm scared. I'm scared. This is the road I'm." Oh, I think it was in Birmingham, and I'm
Yeah,
on the
yeah, it
road,
was.
and I'm going down this road, and they're following me. I'm really worried. And then, like, she was like, "Ah!" And then the, like, phone died, and then on the, like, highway cameras, they end up literally seeing her, like, get out of the car and, like, walk into the woods.
What did she say the excuse was again? Like, she was, like, broken up with her boyfriend and she wanted people to miss her or something like that? Like, it was
Yes!
something so
Yes, she had a
ridiculous.
boyfriend. Yes, that's exactly it, and she wanted to, like I think she wanted to show him, like, "You'll care if I ever go missing. Like, you're
Yeah,
gonna
like,
want to
something
find me." And so then she staged her own kidnapping, and then Atlanta's so unhinged that he then had a party in Atlanta that was, like I don't even remember what the theme was, but it was, like, some theme of, like, "You can find me, though," or something, and it was, like, his face yeah. And then he gained so many followers because he was good looking. And he like when he got famous. I don't know how famous, but like he had over 100,000 followers on
good for
Instagram.
him.
They
Yikes.
were all girls too. I was like, damn, you were trying to make like get your man back and be like, you're gonna miss me. And then you opened up the world for him for like thousands of other girls.
Yeah, I forgot about that girl. Yeah, that was,
Yeah.
like, 2 years ago almost.
Yeah, that was a while ago.
Yeah, that was unhinged.
Yeah. You know what? Something else that's been unhinged. Oh my god. So on ATL Scoop, that's our Instagram page that like has all the details. There's these giant pythons going through Piedmont Park, like giant. I'll show you a picture. ATL Scoop. I literally, they're so big. I had a dream about
Absolutely not.
them.
How did this
Okay,
happen? Somebody just, like, left it there, and
so
now they're, like,
actually,
becoming invasive?
no one really knew. Look, there it is going up the light pole. No one really knew. And then there's another one in the field over there. You see it?
Oh, yeah, the, like, white lighter one?
Yeah. So we're thinking it's someone's pets. And because in the video, someone then points out in one of the comments, like you can see this guy walking like towards the gray one on the sidewalk, and he has like a smaller little snake around his neck. So I guess he took his snakes out for a fucking walk in the middle of our park. I mean, this is like our central park.
Yeah,
Like
ew.
this is like, and then my whole thought is like, okay, you got 2 snakes. It's like walking 2 dogs. They're on leashes, but you know, one dog wants to go over there, another dog wants to go over there. Now you have 2 snakes that are not on leashes, and you can't stay right next to them because they're
And those
fucking
things are
slithering.
huge.
They're massive. Like if I was just walking, or like we were talking about, like imagine if you were walking your dog and you saw that and you're like, what the fuck?
I would
What?
run
So
the other
now
I'd be like, "I can't walk over here."
and then like that one was like going up the pole. So what happens if it goes up in a tree? And then the other one's slithering across the field. Well, how do you get them both? What do you do?
Also, like, they kill things.
Yeah,
Like, what
yeah.
if it comes for a little child?
I I mean, I think these are domesticated ones, so like they're not out hunting because they're probably
Oh,
well
no.
fed.
You think this. My friend, this guy I used to, like, see a little bit, his friend had a python, And the python. There was a python
No
or an
normal
anaconda.
person has a pet snake.
No, it's either a python or an anaconda. It was one of the larger snakes, and the snake was loyal and would curl itself and sleep at the bottom of the bed every night. Just coiled himself up, had the thing from when it was tiny to whatever. Then one day the snake starts laying next to it, next to him, and he was like, "That's weird." And then he did it again the second night, and he was like, "I need to go to the vet. Like, what is going on?" The vet goes, "Oh, he was sizing you up because he's measuring you to see if he can eat you." What what kind of fucking pet is that? How do you just like I and so they were like, "You have to get this snake away, like, he wants to eat you." And so they put him, gave him to whatever the vet, and the vet did whatever the vet does with it. I don't know.
Thank God he took it to the vet because you know us, we would have been like, "Oh, I
Oh, it
guess he
was
wants to
little.
cuddle with us now."
Yeah.
We'd be like, "Oh, this is cute. You wanna, like, join me up here?"
Yeah, like, I don't know, it was one of, like, the bigger snakes, and I can't remember if it was a python, anaconda, whatever.
No. No normal person has a pet snake.
Insane.
I
I
I just
I
I
don't like snakes
abs
to begin with. Same with the spider pets. No, I don't get that.
The other day, one of my stores that I go see often on the road, another girl that does my job for a different showroom, she went and saw them last week. They now have a pet. So she comes in, she's in the store, and they had like a little bowl out, and she's like, "Oh, do you guys like have a store cat now?" Because a lot of our stores have like usually store dogs, because like dogs are social,
Yeah.
cats aren't. And she was like, "Oh, do you guys have like a pet cat?" No, raccoon.
Oh, hell yeah.
No. I literally sent it to my coworker and I said, "I'm never going to this store again."
Raccoons are so cute.
Have you not seen them, like, in movies attacking eyes and stuff?
Yet in movies, not in real life.
I I've never seen them be nice in real life.
Have you not come across? Are you not on raccoon TikTok? They
Yeah,
literally
I
wear
just saw
clothes, they
one the
hold
other
people's
day.
hands.
Did you not see the raccoon?
Shredder the raccoon followed me on friggin' Instagram the other day.
Did you not see the one the other day where this guy ordered DoorDash and it was, like, from Chipotle or something, and he goes to open his door, and there's a raccoon there eating his DoorDash?
Well, if you're on domesticated raccoon page, which I am, then they're friendly. I really want a pet raccoon.
No, absolutely not. And then how do you get a domesticated raccoon? You find a baby one, you raise it? No.
There's also places that go where you can buy domesticated raccoons.
Yeah,
They're
I
really
was
smart
like,
animals. They're the only other animal other than humans that clean their food before they eat it.
well, it was eating the human's food. So,
Yeah, so it's already clean, I guess. But yeah, but like if they, because obviously they like scavenger their food, whatever.
no,
They like
literally
clean it and then they eat
in
it.
this video, I think it was Chipotle, the or Cava or something. It was in a brown bag. The raccoon had gone into the bag, and eaten it. The guy had opened the door, and the guy like videotaped. And at this point, the raccoon had walked like maybe 10 feet away, 8 feet. And then the raccoon, and he's like, get away, like whatever. The raccoon then stands on its hind legs and is like,
Yeah,
no.
they don't do anything. They're just cute. I love them. That's my favorite animal. I want one so bad. I even looked at getting one when I lived in Charlotte, but it's legal to own one in North Carolina.
The only pet that I would have that's like a wild animal, I think is a chipmunk.
Oh no, they're so cute.
Oh my God. I learned yesterday, this is kind of unrelated. My neighbors that live on the other side of this wall that are always fighting and they aren't married, they have a kid. The kid's maybe now maybe 1.5. I don't think 2, but it can
Yeah,
walk and like kind of talk. I found out yesterday I ran into another neighbor. These neighbors I share a wall with are always fighting. And like I've heard
yeah.
them be like, "You're a serial killer" and stuff to him. And he's like, the guy
He's
is
nice.
actually
I've talked to
re-
him.
so that's the thing. He's so nice. She's not at all. Not that I've ever really seen her be mean, but I've heard her yelling at him a lot. And he always stays calm in these like arguments and stuff too. I found out yesterday that they're 5 months pregnant.
Oh no.
Yeah, and
Wasn't
so
like the ambulance there the other day or something?
yeah, because my neighbor that told me she's 5 months pregnant, she used to be on the HOA board, so she gets like some of the gossip and stuff. So I was like talking to her because I was like, because I heard them fighting yesterday. She was yelling about like, change the phone number, change the phone number. And then the fight stopped. So I don't really know what that was about. Of course, I'm like
Okay.
up on this wall, like trying to listen. Like, couldn't hear anything. I've like literally at this point like Googled like how to hear through a wall better. It's like poke a hole. And then of
Yeah,
course
it's
I
like
tried like the glass cup thing, but I didn't know which way to put the cup.
yeah.
I've tried it, but yeah, they're 5 months pregnant. The ambulance came the other week, and it was so weird because, like, we saw the ambulance come around, and the neighbor that told me this detail, like, we both saw it, and we both looked at each other because we live across the field from each other, so we were like, "What the fuck's going on?" And, like, the guy was just, like, out walking, and then the ambulance people walked up, and they're like, "We're looking for this unit," and we were like, "Right there," and I can't see their door because I obviously live right next to
Right
them.
next
The
to it.
woman
Yeah.
across said that the girl answered the phone or answered the door in her robe and stuff, and they came in. They were not even in their unit for over 5 minutes. It was less than 5 minutes, and they left. Apparently, it was something to do with the kid, and she freaked out. Clearly, the guy wasn't worried at all because he's literally outside walking around, like, doing
Yeah.
shit. So I'm thinking she just called the ambulance and was like, "I'm calling them, blah, blah." And he probably is like, "I pick my and choose my fights. I'm not gonna deal with this. You go do that."
Yeah.
But yeah, that happened. And then they had their fight yesterday. Apparently, she's pregnant with a fifth kid. Apparently, she's 5 months pregnant with their second kid. Apparently, they put in a like want to rent thing. Like we can only have so many units in our community rent. So they
Yeah.
put themselves on the list to rent their place because like these places aren't like it's fine for I would say like 2 adults, 1 kid, but like 2 kids now, like that, I don't really think you can raise 2 kids in this place. And then yesterday too, I was working out in my second bedroom, and I see her drive by, which is normal. And then I
Yeah.
see her drive by again. I see her drive by again. And when I was talking to my neighbor yesterday, she was like, "Did you see her drive by?" And I was like, "Yeah, like several times." And she said, "I was outside. I counted. She drove around our circle over 20 times."
Why?
No one knows. And I was like, my only thought is like maybe the like kid was sleeping. And she was like, I agree, maybe, but like, wouldn't you like, I don't know, go drive the
Park?
neighborhood? Like, we live in a nice area. Like, you can go drive and look at these big ass houses and stuff. Why are you just going to drive in circles?
My only other thought is maybe she was, like, on the phone and she just thought it was gonna end a lot quicker than it did, the conversations, but then, like, also then just park.
Yeah, yeah, she's so odd. She's so weird. She doesn't work. She used to design jewelry. I don't think she does that anymore. Everything about the relationship, the neighbor was like, "I can't believe they even have sex anymore."
Now I'm wondering, I'm like, I wonder if this is weird. So I've talked to him, like, once or twice, he has a chocolate lab, and so
Mhm.
when I was at your place, like, I had Aria with me, and so I was like, "Hey, can, like, my dog come and play with you?" Like, your dog, because he throws, like, the ball with the dog, whatever.
Yeah.
And then him and I were, like, just talking. Obviously, she doesn't know who I am. And then she came out and, like, stared, and I was but, like, I just thought, like, maybe, like, didn't really think anything of it. And now that you say that she's weird, I wonder if she was like, "Who's that girl that you're talking?" Like, just kinda, like, making it weird when because
She
obviously I'm
might
just, like,
have
a
they might
stranger.
he might have got reamed a new one once they came back
Because
inside.
well, he was like, "I gotta go," and I was like, "Okay." And he, like, left the dog out there, and I was like, "Okay." And then it was, like, weird because I didn't know what to do. Because then he, like, put the little thrower he acted like he was kinda gonna come back, he just put the thrower on the bush, and I was like, "Am I allowed to pick the thrower up and, like,
They
continue playing?"
always
Like,
do that.
"Oh, okay." So I was like, "I don't know, like, this is weird," and then he came back out, and then he just, like, started doing yard stuff, and I was like, "Okay." And like, in the end, it was kinda like, "Okay, this is all odd," but, like, also I was just like, "Whatever, maybe, like, I don't freaking know."
No, they're so fucking weird. Like that they're half the reason why my neighbor got off the HOA board because
Really?
the woman, she was like, if you saw some of the emails that this woman sends, she was like, she's manic, she's insane, she's shown up at my front door. Like, yeah. Hmm.
Like,
Like,
and I hate to say this because I'm not saying it in a judgmental way, but, like, if you're like that, like, you should consider mental health options. Like, I'm on medication, like, you know what I mean? Like, it's fine. Like, it's not as frowned upon as it, like, used to. Like, it's genuinely
no,
just a
now
way
it's
to
like
help
pretty
you.
mainstream.
Yeah, like, if you're not on medication, you're like people are like, "Ma'am, like, you're fucked up."
I got something that's gonna make you feel even better than how you're already feeling.
Yeah, like, she,
On
like,
that
yells that he's
note,
a serial killer, that's weird.
yeah, no, it's insane. I remember when the girl that moved in above me, one day I saw her and I was like, just so you know, when you hear like yelling and stuff, it's not me. It's the other neighbors. Because I know you're gonna hear it from coming below. It's not me. I was like, I have no one to even fight with. So it's not me, it's them. And she was like, "Oh, okay, yeah, I've heard that a few times." And I was like, "Yeah, yeah, no, it's not me." But I guess, I mean, we're already at an hour. So
Yeah,
if you're feeling anything mental, go talk to a psychiatrist, go get therapy, get on some medication, and you'll be good as new.
yeah, exactly.
All right, bye, y'all. Talk to you next week.
Bye.
Oh, and we'll be in person. I'll be in
Oh,
New York.
yeah.
Yep. So I'll be in New York in less than a week. So we'll talk to y'all then. Bye.
Bye.